Mr. Deputy Chairman, sir, firstly, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the honorable members who have expressed their concerns on various issues which are brought to the notice of the honorable members and to the government at large with regard to the condition of our professional courses institutions. I would also like to express my gratitude to the Minister of State for suitably answering all the concerns that have been highlighted. However, certain members yet want certain clarifications on issues. Firstly, there is the issue with regard to exorbitant fees being charged by institutions which are technical in nature and management institutions. I would like to say that the regulatory power for technical and management institutions rests with the All India Council for Technical Education, and under the Act there is a provision already existent which penalizes and has a defined action to be taken against those institutions that charge higher fees than permitted. I would also like to bring to the attention of the honorable members that under a committee, namely the National Fee Committee, was constituted under the chairmanship of Justice Krishna. The recommendations of the committee have already been approved by the AICTE. Additionally, if students face challenges with regard to these guidelines being in any way breached by an institution, the AICTE has a very responsive grievance redressal mechanism through which the AICTE addresses the concerns of the students. Similarly, the same template is used even by the UGC. If a student finds once they take admission that the elements with regard to the institution which are highlighted in the prospectus and are not there, then the UGC also through its portal addresses those grievances. I would like to highlight here that to initiate a collective response from both the regulators, the UGC and the AICTE have started an engagement called Know Your College. And under the Know Your College platform, which is also a mobile app, we have given details of every academic institution that is registered with the regulator, namely the AICTE or the UGC. We have ensured that even details of academicians and professionals engaged by those institutions are in the public domain. Additionally, what we have done is that if any institution is lying or misleading the public with regard to the information that they have registered with the regulator, then the concerned citizen or student or parent can bring it to the notice of the regulator, and the regulator takes appropriate action. I would also like to state here that our learned colleague who has moved this particular private member bill is extremely concerned about the exorbitant fees and exorbitant monies that the students have to dole out to seek education. Unfortunately, many in this house and across the nation will accept that education has become more or less a pursuit of certification and less about pursuit of excellence, and it is our endeavor that education once again, under the leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister, becomes a pursuit of excellence because our nation, our civilization as a whole, has claimed and acclaimed and applauded as Jagat Guru because of the kind of intellectuals, the kind of thinkers we had in our country. That is only possible if we give enough impetus not only to science and technology but also to social sciences and pure sciences. With regard to the honorable members' concern that how education can be stopped from becoming exorbitant for students, especially who are from disadvantaged communities, I must here declare before the August House that in the ministry we are in the process of starting a massive open online course platform called Swayam. The features of Swayam will be like this. We recognize that there is a huge number of dropouts after the 8th standard, and not many then gravitate from the 8th standard to 10th, 12th, or from that matter opt for higher education. To recognize this particular challenge, we also additionally applied ourselves to a solution, though the MOOC platform, and currently we have close to 500 courses. We also have an engagement with the National Institute Open Schooling for 10th and 12th standard certification courses. There will also be available on the MOOC platform. These will also be on the mobile app. Looking that the penetration of mobiles, which is higher in our country as compared to computers, we will ensure that all the courses that run on this particular platform as engaged by the government of India and as engaged by the government of India will be available to every Indian citizen free of cost, whether these will be diploma courses or certificate courses or 10th standard course or 12th standard course. We are hoping through everybody's engagement and support we can popularize it once it becomes into the public domain. Currently, what the ministry is working at is not merely designing the course through institutions like the central universities, IITs, IIMs, NITs, but even some from the private sector who want to contribute to the growth of education in the country have been involved. What we are also doing, sir, is that in conjunction with the UGC and the AICTE, we are ensuring that courses on this platform get adequate credit. I am sure my learned colleague knows the challenges that when you do an online course and you don't have a complementary credit, it does not give you movement all across the country. The UGC and the AICTE are currently in the process of designating credit for each course so that once any citizen who avails himself or herself of this fee opportunity and who has to give a minimalistic fee to sit and give the exam and get the certification, that citizen gets ample credit, thereby giving them educational movement across the country, which means a citizen who engages on this platform, sir, will then, because of a certificate or diploma course done on this platform, get entrance into a physical college and university which is registered with the regulator.